Hello, welcome back. Let's see how much we can do in this episode. Oh, new chess piece.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Forthry's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro. But without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt to refit.
Teleportation magic, perhaps?
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder, seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
Right, that's a volcano.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Balderdash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work.
Good thing we have one.
Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands? And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Let's see. First, we need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found in the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It would be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoray. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Why did you say you would return? We're still there. You should have said I'll return to Yulmore.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
To the Fae folk!
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fae folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief. That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
Now there's Alphino and his assistant.
Oh, dearest, have you forgotten already? Alfino told us that when we first met.
Actually, that may not have been... never mind.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
What about the people of the mountain? Can't we ask them for help too? Have the design ready, she says, and good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need infinite knowledge of the land, knowledge of locals. At least, last I heard, no one lives here. What? A village of Yulmoran exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They can't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work, never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift. Never should have ridden it up here. Never should have. Oh dear, Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Edgar. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from my mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation, awaken his sense of daring. Choose words that will best encourage. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirits significantly during the conversation. Oh dear. I hate this. Duty commenced! Romance! Spoke self-doubt. I can't do it, no one can. A Talos of that size, no one's ever dreamed of it. Dulaya is counting on you as well. I know, you hardly need to tell me that. Do you think I'd disappoint her if I could help it? Regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers. And they're not probably like to give it. First rule among them, you said so yourself, lest you forgot, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. I know, unless we take the first step, there can never be reconciliation. This is a chance for everyone to come together, even if they hurled stones at me. Perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. But what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of concentration will change that. And even if, by some miracle, the people of Amenity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. We liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd. Well, now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim, such a strategy would indeed be considered absurd. Yet you succeeded not in spite of it, but because of it. Our own strategy might likewise seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe, it stands a chance of success for it. Somewhat optimistic. But be that it may, there are risks to consider. Should the venture fail, but imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Fall 3 and only succeed in provoking him in his fury. He may well unleash his hordes of seniors, will meet a horrible end. And then we'll go together! Oh, so I can die with you! How very kind of you to offer. But if we're all the same, I'd rather die on living. Seems, however, some misgivings. Can you remain so optimistic through all this? It's downright tiring. Tell me, how did you throw yourself into the midst of such a grueling struggle? Indeed, what else could compel us to face such dangers? I too have someone I wish to protect, with whom I want to live out my days in peace. Yes, by the gods, I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers. With Tisterol. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out here. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps it's a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friend of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if someone has been done before, then it most certainly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams, my friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up. Yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believe lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible. Come, darling, like the old days. I would be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side with my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. And then a Geodude exploded on the way there. I'm glad my words struck a chord, shall we? Before we go a little bit further, I just wanted to make sure that the recording was working. You. You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg by means of a talos of theretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land, that is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation, are you ignoring my desperate pleas and cast me out? You have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation. You have every right to be upset. Valtteri, not the one to blame for your suffering, we are. We were free citizens, without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardships of others. We didn't know that would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong, terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gulg. But I will continuously say Glug. You have my word. I'll set the work on the design at once. When due to have nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. To register this genius of dataless stoneworkers will deliver. Oh, wicked white. Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to produce the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. But I forgot one rather important item needs to bring a Talos to life. That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So when I worked on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore to fashion a heart. A heart sizable for bringing it to life, a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. The Talos is a giant hand. It's just one ginormous hand. Still no blue. No blue-be-doo. Where's my blue-be-doo? You are not my blue-be-doo. If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They are the Thals, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they would be willing to cooperate, indeed. It was one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You will find the Thals at their village to the northwest, a place called Tomara. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zemot, and do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho. Lally-lally-ho. Permit me to join you, Edgar. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to you two, then. The variety of ore doesn't matter, so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. But first, this is irritating me. So I'm going to go do this. Since, you know, we already have an ether right there, we can just teleport there with these. Okay, let's go into the caves and see if it's still saying northeast. Yep, so it's somewhere in the cave. Is it in here? No. Draugur's tell. Wiggo, or whatever you want to call him. Look at all that sulfur. Okay, now all we need to give is blue quests. Doo-doo, here we go. So this is Tomra. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystorium. To now be in the presence of so many, I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Lally-ho! What sort of excuse for a greeting was that? Where's your heart, lad? Where's your stones? Come, let's try it again. Lally-ho! Not bad, not bad, but there's room for improvement. Any road now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here? At the recommendation of the denizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thal family. May we speak with Chief Zamat? Why, yes you may. I am Zamat, and I bid you welcome to Tomera. If it's the folk of Amity, what sent you here, you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Well, and there I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like you were known how to deal with that floating volcano and all of them Sun Eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll kindly lend you a hand. However, the kind of warrior who seeks precious to us too. If I let you have it only for you to bunger things up and squander it like no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy. Be means of a trial. A trial most tricksy, passed down from the line of Thal. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. Thinking. Lost. I remember now. Actually, let's put you there. You there. You there. Okay. And what else are we missing? That's everything. There we go. Just because I know in the future we're going to be getting these other ones, so we might as well make room for them. Listen well. As you know, we're a mining folk, and in the mining life, danger's a constant companion. So when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we do by undertaking a trial. We test the 3 traits a good miner can't do without. Discriminate, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D, mine runner. And look at my helm. Make it features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves, as wear helms. What are different? I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. I'll go shoot some dwarves. Oh, here's a slingshot. Bloody-ho! You must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told in 3D Mine Runner, you use a slingshot to shoot them who are wearing the wrong helmet. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? Don't shoot the one with horns. For all its reaction, the creature may as well be made of stone. It only stares at you unflinchingly. Get the fuck back out of here. Get out of there. Nice shooting, keep it up in the actual trial, eh? Aye, that's the way. Next time it's the trial for true. Let me know when you're ready. Right this way then. First thing, there'll be them as wearing the right helm. You shoot them, you fail, so look carefully before you let the stone fly. It's still just there. Rose reactions might as well be stoned. It only stares at you unflinching as if peering into your very soul. Well done, a fine show of discern and dexterity. Well done, the trial never lies. You'll go, you got what it takes to be a miner. Run along back to the chief now and get on with putting an end to all this strangeness of late. That was some impressive shooting, lad. Consider me satisfied. Just plain you didn't come this far with luck alone. So I'll place my faith in you and help you find the more you seek. But pants. Portrait. You think I'd be used to this by now, considering that this is the same setup I have for my my healers. Word about Homura. No, I don't want that. Well, scuff my helm, and if it ain't that traveler we've been hearing about. And the elders had more and a few things to say. I best be giving you a proper welcome then, eh? Lally-ho! Now that's what I like to see, lally-ho, straight from the heart. I only wish my own boy would put a bit more effort into his lollies and his hoes. He's always busy fiddling with his damn automata. No time for swapping words with folks of flesh and blood. Every dwarf knows that a lolly-ho gets a lolly-ho, and or you're asking to become an outcast. A mother does worry, she does. And that's only the half of it. I know it's just a stage all lads go through, but the little buggers has to argue with every word I say. Oh, I just had the most clever idea. You'll not listen to me or the village, or other villagers, but maybe you, just maybe curiosity for a stranger will win out over this sour attitude of his. Worth a try, don't you think? Please befriend my son. Ronit just gets him used to giving a proper greeting. That's all I ask. I'll tell you, he really is a marvel with automata. If you end up getting along, he might even show you a few of his stranger contraptions. I wonder if you can actually get in here if you're a Lalafell. Only Lalafells may enter this area. Yeah. Let me in! You heard the latest rumor out of Gamora. The strangest find is recent memory. There's actually details as to what said find actually to have yet to emerge. If you do happen to come into a juicy tidbit, I'd be here at the Prince killing me here. You know what? Let's go back to Yulmore real quick. I want to see something. Okay. I just had to go and check. Okay. Now where the... Where is he? No! It's not over there. It's not those guys. Oh no, that is him. Run it. Look, we've got a visitor. Why don't you say hello? Who are you then? What, you got something to say to me? Oh, you know our greeting. Oh, run it, my lad. You can do better than that. Heads up, eyes front. No need to be shy. I'm not bleeding shy, I'm stoic. Yes, dear, if you say so. Now, Ronette, is everything else alright? You seem to be looking for something. Oh no, it's just, I sort of lost my hammer. You what? Of all the irresponsible, careless fools. Foolish. Ronette's hammer has been in the family for generations. It's a priceless heirloom that once belonged to Watts, the blacksmith of legend himself. Well, what are you standing about for, boy? Find that hammer. We will do what we can to help. Right, why don't you have a chat with some villagers for me and ask if they've seen Ronette's hammer. Just remember your dwarven manners is all will be well. I don't have the emote. Well, I do. Edgar doesn't. Edgar don't have emote. What words you got for me? Oh, that's a fine lally. Oh, you've got there, lad. I like you. Right. Oh, that sulking sprout lost old Watt's hammer, has he? Well, lucky for him, I believe yon gentle dwarf picked it up. It's time I was getting back to work then. Good day to you, stranger. Are you the gentle dwarf? No. Cern, Thulgarmond, Margit. Oh, timid town dwarf. You're talking to me. What's this? A perfect lullyho? You're no ordinary traveler, I see. The hammer I picked up, I reckoned I would hand it over to the elder for safekeeping. You're saying it belongs to young Ronette? Well, he can be a touch shouty, that boy. Do you think you could take it back to him for me? That's my part done, then. Why are you still here? Although technically Ronit's hammer, this priceless family heirloom first belonged to Watts, legendary dwarven blacksmith. Wait, this is my hammer. Well, would you look at that? You see, Ronit, give the right and proper greeting and folks will be glad to share a bit of kindness. Could be that you have a thing or two to learn from Edgar here. Are you lecturing me again? Oh, well, maybe. Maybe you're not such a bad sort. I'll just put the hammer in a safe place somewhere. I mean to be a famous... submitting myself someday, so I best not lose it again. I'll leave you to it then. I know my boy's not the easiest to get along with, Edgar, but he could use a friend like you. I don't need a friend. I don't need anyone. We're not going to be friends, understood? But you can stay around a little longer if you want. So now what? Oh, Edgar got to go to the other village and see if they have the next blue quest. Ah, he's fine. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a new discovery of untold value that can only select few are allowed to see for themselves. That's it. There may come a time when I find myself utterly fascinated by that pile of rocks over there, and would be completely obvious to anyone attempting to sneak past. You are the man of the world, aren't you? Don't make me say it plain. Wicked White, how bloody stupid are you? You, the imbecile, give me the guard, 10,000 gil. Then you, the imbecile, get walked past by the guard. See the amazing find. Got it. That time you started playing by the rules. What in the blazing hell do you think you're doing, manho? Is that any way for a guard to behave? Is it? No, sir, Chief, sir. No rations for you tonight. Chief, no, mercy. It's not fair, I tell you. A dwarf toils day in and day out for pittance, only to try and make a little something extra on the side. And what does he get? Right, well, anyway, bugger off. None may pass without the Chief's permission, which I know you haven't got. Wait, don't tell me. I assume you came all this way to put in for the position. Sorry, but it's already been filled. Don't go playing silly buggers with me. The Queen ruins we found deep in a cavern. through a tunnel over there, the one filled with all kinds of mechana, to the point where we're starting to call it Bloody Mechana Graveyard. Yes, well, we were looking to hire on another guard, but the position has since been filled by the fellow who tried to swindle you a moment ago. So you're out of luck, I'm afraid, but chin up, lad. You'll time come around again soon enough. Since you're here, so unemployed, mind delivering a message for me? It's the two younglings in Khmor, Ag and Kunag. Sister and brother twins, fond of wearing white and black. Twin thing, I suppose. The message is the following. Lala bleeding ho, this is no place for children to be messing around. Stay far, far away, or else. Got it? You got business with us. The chief puts you up to this, and you agreed. Haven't you got anything better to do with your time? Wait, those garments, that quiet confidence, there's those powerful neck muscles sculpted by a lifetime of nodding. This is the sinner everyone's been talking about, sister. He's the guileless fool we've been waiting for, the perfect pasty. Good thinking, brother. Let's get right to it then. You won't happen to be the kindly stranger everyone likes and adores. You are, aren't you? Perhaps you would be willing to do us a teensy little favor. Of course you would. My brother and I are conducting some highly secret research at the moment, but we've hit a dead end. To continue, we need to get our hands on a automation core. Oh, don't be silly. Everyone knows you're the soul of generosity, a sinner who cannot help but render aid to his fellow sinner in their hour of need, not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? This is another one of those moments where it really doesn't matter what I have to say, isn't it? Now you got the trolley. The core required is being stored with other sundry materials on the cliff above us. Once you have it, bring it to my sister. There's the sinner now. And is at the core spy is in his hot little hands. For use with any number of mighty automata, and to further goal the grand secret design of two young dwarfs. Isn't that brilliant? All we got to do is sell this for a small fortune, and then we'll be one step away to seeing our grand plans for world domination to fruition. Oi, Anik, Levelin on the domination ho. Alright, that was a close one, brother. Now then, for our next request. Ollie, what in the hells are you two up to, ho? If you're even thinking of taking advantage of this good sinner, I'll tan both your hides and toss you from the top of White Oil Falls. Now get you gone. Sir, yes, sir. Sorry about that, they don't know any better on account of them being all on their own, no parents. They've lost more than most, you could say, more than anyone ever should. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask. Everyone says you're the soul of generosity, a sinner who can't help but render aid to his fellow sinners in their hour of need. Not for fame or fortune or any reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? I swear you're just repeating nearly word for word for those two. Never mind. We're short a lantern at the dig site. Should be another in the cave just outside the village. Mind going and fetching it for me? Of course you don't. Once you got it, bring it back. Bring it to me back at the dig. Oh, and don't worry, I'll see you compensated for your trouble. There you are. I presume that lantern you're holding for your Shrivelly. Like any other lantern, but used in mines. Hence the distinction. Though it invites the question of whether or not any lantern used in the mines would then automatically be designated as mining lantern by virtue of its location and its set point in time. Much obliged. Here's a little something for your trouble. Never let it be said a dwarf of character doesn't pay his debts. Anyway, if you've nothing else to discuss, just let us pass already. We want to see the ruins. Please, 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 please. No, 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 no. It's dangerous and off limits. And even if it were the sort of man who could be bribed, which I'm not, I'd be shocked if you two had anything valuable enough for me to risk my neck looking the other way. Why are you and everyone else so bloody obsessed with trying to get a look at the cavern filled with mysterious mechanic anyway? It's just a bloody scrap heap, isn't it? No, no, it's so much more. Besides, on our research, we have reason to believe that these ruins contain... Hush, sister. How many times must you nearly give the game away? It's supposed to be our secret. Oh yes, right. It's just so hard sometimes to contain my enthusiasm. Ruins contains nothing of value whatsoever. Well, shall leave you to your affairs, honorable guards, sir, and bid thee farewell. Honestly, I'm beginning to hope that there's really is nothing of value in there, and for all this trouble it's causing. But all I was about to say is if we've got nothing else to discuss, you just best be on your way. It's dangerous to wander about an active dig, and I wouldn't want anyone getting hurt. Poked around Kimura, did you learn anything about the big find? Machine graveyard, eh? Interesting. This could be the beginning of a great and grand adventure, or an utterly nonsensical one. Though that does have its appeal on occasion. Oh. Yeah, oh, no quests. And thus that quest that I just did, that led us over there, that is the Alliance raid. So, yeah. But that'll be the end for this episode. And I'll see you all in the next.